15 seconds fast. All right. Good afternoon, everyone. I will call the meeting of the zoning administrator for the city of San Clemente this Thursday, November 17th, 2022 at 3 p.m. The first item on our agenda is to receive and file the minutes from the November 3rd, 2022 zoning administrator meeting. However, I was not in attendance at that meeting and I did not serve as the zoning administrator, so I will defer those to the next agenda. The next item on the agenda is oral and written communications. Have we received any written communications?
No.
All right. Is there anybody from the public that would like to speak on an item not on the agenda? Seeing nobody, I will move on to public hearings. The public hearing process includes a staff presentation, a presentation by the applicant not to exceed 10 minutes, and public testimony not to exceed 3 minutes per speaker. Following closure of the public hearing, the zoning administrator will respond to questions raised during the hearing, discuss the issues, and act upon the matter by motion. We've got two items today. I do not believe that the first item on the agenda has any applicants here, so I will reorder the agenda to hear item B, minor conditional use permit 22-064, Reconnect Wellness OC accessory massage at 99 Via Pico Plaza. Mr. Carrillo.
All right, good afternoon. So, again, the request is to allow accessory massage services in conjunction with primary beauty salon services at a commercial suite within Pico Plaza and the community commercial 2 zone within the West Pico corridor specific plan. The current use of the suite is occupied. It's occupied by Island Lash, a beauty salon, which provides services consisting of eyelash extensions, lifts, face and body waxing, and facial and nail treatments between the hours of 9:30 and 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. So the applicant proposes to add massage services as an accessory use to the existing beauty salon Monday through Friday between 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. That's within the current business's days and hours. The code does limit massage services to 7 a.m. and 9 p.m. Although the beauty salon currently operates until 5 p.m., they can come back in the future to extend those hours as long as the beauty salon is operating in conjunction with the massage services. This application was routed to Orange County Sheriff's Department and the Code Compliance Division. Both reviewed and support the request, subject to conditions of approval. Per staff's analysis, the project does satisfy required findings for approval, given that parking requirements established by the zoning ordinance are met, in that the addition of accessory massage services do not intensify parking. The Island Lash's primary services will continue to consist of eyelash extensions, lifts, face and body waxing, and facial and nail treatments. Additionally, the space devoted to accessory massage services is 63 square feet, or 5% of the suite's total floor area. Therefore, staff is recommending that the zoning administrator approve these projects subject to conditions of approval and determine the project is categorically exempt from CEQA. And we do have the applicant available for any questions. That concludes my presentation.
Thank you, David. I do not have any questions for staff. Would the applicant like to make a statement or a presentation?
No comments or questions, just that it would be a therapeutic holistic treatment that would be offered within the location itself, and there is no plan on expanding within the building. It will be just that room that I just requested for.
Okay. All right, I will open the public hearing. I do not see anybody here, and so I will close the public hearing. All right, well, I've reviewed the staff report. Very well done, David. I also visited the site, and I am familiar with it as well. I think this is a really nice location for massage. There's a lot of access to the public right-of-way adjacent to the center. Reviewing the resolution, I agree that the findings can be met, specifically that the use is permitted within the subject zone pursuant to the issuance of a minor conditional use permit. The site is suitable for the type and intensity of the use. The center does provide a substantial amount of parking, and parking requirements are satisfied. The proposed use will not be detrimental to public health, safety, or welfare, and that is accomplished both through the Orange County Sheriff's Department and code compliance review of the project and their recommended conditions of approval, which I have reviewed as well, and I'm satisfied that those will maintain the use consistently with surrounding land uses, which is the fourth finding, that the proposed use will not negatively impact surrounding land uses. So based on the foregoing recitals and findings contained within the resolution, acting as the zoning administrator, I will approve minor conditional use permit 22-064 for Reconnect Wellness OC accessory massage, subject to the conditions of approval in Exhibit A of the resolution, and find that the project is categorically exempt from CEQA, and adopt resolution ZA 22-022. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'll call you after.
Okay.
Yeah, please talk about the next step.
I can set up.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Have a good rest of your day.
You too. Okay, moving back to item A, special activities permit 22-039, Helping Hands Worldwide Food Distribution, San Clemente Outlets. Mr. Creo again.
Yeah, so this is a request to hold 3 food distribution events on the 2nd and 4th Tuesday of the month, beginning November 22nd through December 27th, 2022, at the underground parking structure at the outlets. Since the outlets early operations, several special activity permits have been approved, which consist of pumpkin patch lots, Christmas tree lots, a circus, and other food distribution events. During normal operating hours and these special activities, staff has not observed the outlets reaching maximum parking occupancy at any given time. The applicant is proposing 3 dates, November 22nd, December 13th, and December 27th. Each event will operate for 1 hour between 10:30 a.m. until 11:30 a.m. with setup at 9:45 a.m. and breakdown at 11:30 a.m. Each event will also consist of 30 to 35 volunteers, tables, tents, food pallets, and traffic cones with an expected attendance of 120 people. The guests will be directed and guided by parking attendants provided by the event operator. The code limits sites to 15 maximum or 15 special events per year. With this approval, the outlets would have 12 approved special events. So if desired, the outlets may request 3 more special events in 2022 until the maximum of 15 events is reached. So per staff's analysis and as detailed in the staff report, the project meets required findings for approval. Therefore, staff is recommending that the zoning administrator determine the project is categorically exempt from CEQA and approve the special activities permit subject to conditions of approval. And we don't have the applicant present, but she did read the conditions and she's agreeable to those.
Okay. Thank you. I will open the public hearing. Again, there are no other members of the public here now, so I will close the public hearing. Were there any public comments received?
No.
Since the publishing of the agenda packet?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, the outlets has had a track record of providing special events and special activities for the last few years. These food distribution events, I think, have been handled well. I am aware that there has been some complaints by the public related to these items, but I believe that the findings can still be met. Looking over the conditions of approval located in the Exhibit A of the resolution, I found a few of these that would easily help the city enforce against any issues that may arise from these events, specifically condition of approval 1.9, which is indicating that the Orange County Sheriff's Department can shut down the event if it becomes unreasonably loud or boisterous, if it exceeds standards contained in the city's noise ordinance, or results in any public safety hazard. And that the Orange County Fire Authority may do so if there's overcrowding or other hazardous conditions. I know the applicant is anticipating about 120 attendees per event, with a number of volunteers. And I will cover this in a second as far as the findings are concerned, but this condition alone, along with multiple other ones, address any potential impacts to adjacent properties or the public's use and enjoyment of the outlets. With that, I am supportive of this request, and the reasons for that are because the findings can be met as described in the draft resolution, specifically that this use is permitted in the subject zone pursuant to a special activities permit. The site is suitable for the type and intensity of the use. As noted earlier, the shopping center, the outlets at San Clemente, has a history of operating these uses in a manner that is not disruptive. The shopping center also provides ample parking on site. This particular use being located in the underground portion of, or I should say the lower level covered portion of the parking structure, helps contain the use, and there's plenty of space in that area to provide this special event. So the site is suitable for the type and intensity. The proposed use will not be detrimental to public health, safety, or welfare, as the application is conditioned to ensure that should issues arise, that the city and our partner enforcement agencies have the ability to address issues immediately while the event is occurring. Again, the location of the property, the location of the event within the property is shielded from impacting nearby residential uses. Furthermore, the proposed use will not negatively impact surrounding land uses, and again, that is for the reasons I mentioned earlier. Based on the recitals and findings of the resolution, I, acting as the zoning administrator, will approve Special Activities Permit 22-309, Helping Hand Family Food Distribution Events, subject to the conditions of approval set forth in Exhibit A of the resolution, by determining the project is categorically exempt from SEQA and adopting Resolution ZA 22-021, approving this special activities permit. All right. Thank you, Mr. Carrillo. Well done. All right. Moving on in the agenda, we have no new business. We have no old business. And so the next item is to adjourn this meeting to the next regular meeting of the zoning administrator, to be held at 3 p.m. on Thursday, December 8th at the Community Development Department first floor community room, located in City Hall at 910 Calle Negocio, San Clemente, California.